Hi, welcome to the assignment number 7, problem number 1. Find middle of the single linked list. Here if we see what is meant by finding the middle of the single linked list. It if single linked list means if the node has only data and the one pointer next is called single linked list. Double linked list means it has two pointers, previous and next. This is the data. This is called double linked list. So it is here this problem is to find the middle of the single linked list. For example, if we see this is the singly linked list, the middle of the single linked list is 3. So the output must be written 3. Let's see how to implement this problem. If for example, if we have taken A, B, C, D, E is the singly linked list, my approach is to finding the middle of the single linked list is I take two pointers P and Q and I initialize them to the head of the linked list. And then what will I do means if I'll take a loop, one while loop. If in the while loop, if Q is not equal to if Q is not equal to null and Q next is also not equal to null, then we will move this P and Q. We'll move P to one next pointer and Q to next pointer. So by using this logic, we're going to find the middle of the single linked list. So this is the code I am we're going to implement this solution. Here if we see this is the find middle function we have taken, and here is the node class, and this is the we're going to given the head pointer of the single linked list. So we are taking two nodes, two pointers P and Q. We are initializing them head of the single linked list, and Q also head. That means Q and P pointer here. While Q is not equal to null and Q next is also not equal to null, then it will enter into the loop. Then it will move P to P next, and Q to Q next. That means next here. So, and if the loop is not, the condition is failed, then it will come out, and by that time it will return the middle of the single linked list P. So let's see, if for example if we see now it is P is not, Q is not equal to null, Q is here and P is here, and Q is not equal to null and Q next is also not equal to null. So it is going to forward one. P is going to be P next and Q is going to be Q's next here, and next it will again come here and check while Q is not equal to null and Q next is also not equal to null, then it will move the P to P next here and Q to Q next, that means here. Then it will check again, Q is not equal to null, yes, Q is not equal to null and Q's next is null. So then it will come out of this loop and return the P value. By this time it returns C, which is the middle of the single linked list. This example, let's see how to implement this example for the even number single linked list. C, D, E, F. Then it has to return the second. This is going to be the middle nodes of the single linked list, and it has to return the second node as the middle of the single linked list for the even number linked list. Let's see how to this. So first we initialize P here, head, and q pointers to the head. Then if it comes here, and if check if q is not equal to null and q's next is ugly, it will move the p to here and q to q next. Now q is here and p is here. Then it will again check the condition, and q is not equal to null, and it is then q's next is also not equal to null. Then it will move the p to here and q to q here, q's next, and then it will again check the condition. Now the p is here and q is here, and it will check q is not equal to null and q next is also not equal to null. So it will move p here and q to q's next, that means null. Then it will check the condition, q is null, here q is null, so it will, the condition is failed, it come out of the loop. Now it returns the p value as d. So for this the time complexity is order of 1, because it is traversing from left to right only one time, so the time complexity is only order of 1 for this solution. Thank you.